Hey guys, so I wanted to film this emotional moment because I had just worked my last night shift, my last shift as a med-surg nurse, and the last shift working at the healthcare system that I've been working at for 2 years now. This is the first job I ever got working as a nurse. This is my first nursing job that I had, and it's emotional, man. It's very bittersweet because I've made some relationships at this job that I know forever will be, relationships that will last forever and relationships that will really mean a lot to me. People I consider my family. Everybody there, I consider family, and I really had such a special bond with this group of people. And of course, the things we went through, the challenges, the things that helped me become inspired, to help me inspire. Just everything. It's just overwhelming because it's real now. For a while, it didn't sink in. It halfway sunk in last night, and now it's finally, I think it's starting to sink in how crazy this is. I worked, for those who don't know, I worked on this med-surg unit for 2 years now. Now, technically, it's a surgical unit, but of course, we get medical patients too. And I've been working for 2 years and I think maybe a month, 2 years and a month. And it's been an incredible journey. It's been amazing. I've been charge nurse. I've taken care of intermediate patients. I've learned so much at this place. Some other credible moments. I was nominated for a Daisy Award, and for those who don't know what a Daisy Award is, it's like winning like the Golden Globes if you were an actor. I don't know. I think the Oscars might be like too much of a high title, but like being nominated for it, it's a huge thing, is what I'm saying. It's important. That happened during my 2 years there. Recently, I was featured on Minority Nurse magazine, and there's just been so many great accomplishments here, things that I've learned, things that I've improved upon, communication with patients and patience with patients, if you know what I'm saying. Working with my coworkers, it's just everything's starting to sink in, and not only is this a reaction video, but it's also a video to let you know that it's okay to feel all these things after you leave the nest, so to speak, because this is your safe spot, right? I mean, for 2 years now, let's say you were working on that floor that you were hired while you were a graduate nurse, and you just feel like, you just got comfortable, that's what's crazy. I just felt like I got comfortable, and now I'm going back to being nervous and uncomfortable, and that's great. And that's something that I want to hopefully inspire you guys to do. Push yourself, challenge yourself, learn new things. And I'm going to be learning a lot for this next 9 months. I'll be on orientation in the OR. It's a very long orientation process, 5 days a week, 7 to 3. And 3 days of that is going to be in a classroom. So I'm going to be learning, all the surgical equipment, of course. I'll be learning how to scrub and circulate, and also learn all the different kinds of surgeries. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be great. I know originally I was planning to do DNP school, and I'm still planning to do that. I'm just going to have to push it back a year, wait till I settle, and really, go through this orientation first, and then we'll talk about it again in a year. That's still in my sights though. But God has an amazing way of he just works in mysterious ways. You never know what the future may hold. And this was an opportunity where I was in a fork. Should I go to nursing school, or to DNP school, or go to the OR? And that fork in the road really it's a diverging road, you know. The one important thing for me, if I go to OR, I can still go to DNP school after. I was thinking that if I go to DNP school, it might be harder to go into OR. This is an opportunity that God had given me that I needed to take on, and I felt everything felt right. Everything fell into place. You know, even with this previous job that I just finished, everything was falling into place, and all the signs were there. And you know, I want to say, follow your heart, follow your dreams. Don't be afraid to leave the nest. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. Attack your fears, and you know, the rest is history. That you're going to be able to accomplish things that you wouldn't have dared or dreamed of accomplishing. I would have never have thought that I would be able to get this OR position after 2 years. You know, just after 2 years. I can only imagine what happens 10 years from now, because that's still early on in my nursing career. 20 years from now, when I'm becoming a really seasoned nurse. 30 years or 40 years when I'm getting into my retirement age. I can only imagine what the future holds, and it's great. And one thing I'll leave with you, the last thing, because I can keep on going forever, as you guys know, is something, you know, based off what Matthew McConaughey talked about. And it's this idea of chasing that person that you want to become, chasing the person that you look up to. And that person is me in 10 years. Because that person in 10 years, I foresee him being an amazing nurse. I foresee him achieving things and attacking things and challenging himself and learning and continuing to do and continuing to follow this path that I've been putting myself on, to continue to learn and be better. And if I were to envision that person in 10 years, that person is going to be pretty awesome. And I can only look up to that person. I can only strive to be that person. That's who I want to be. Me in 10 years. And 10 years from that, I'd want to be the next AJ in 10 years. And I hope you guys strive to do that as well. Strive to be the best version of yourself. Yes, it's good sometimes to compare yourself because it might help motivate you, but don't always compare because everyone has a different path. And sometimes your path might wind while others are smoother. Sometimes it'll be rocky at times, but then everyone has a different path. And it's up to you, you know, it's up to you to find what path God wants you to take, what path He wants you to walk. And don't ever think that you're doing it alone, because there's people who's around you. If you don't believe in God, of course there's just your family, your friends, everyone. And ultimately it's just the path also of not only challenging yourself, but also sometimes the path of least resistance. When things feel like they're falling into place, usually those are good signs. So I'll leave you with that, guys. I'm excited to talk about my new job. I'll definitely be posting videos on being an OR nurse and how different it is, the other comparison between a med-surg nurse and an OR nurse. My first couple weeks of orientation, I could do some videos for that. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more nursing videos for this channel. This channel has a lot of stuff in it. I have my shoes, I have vlog videos, but I also want to, you know, it's called AJRN for a reason, so I want to definitely be focused on the nursing videos. And also these are not just nursing videos, but these are also motivational videos, so I hope you guys feel a little bit motivated. And thank you guys for continuing to support me, and for that fan who let me know that I was featured on Minority Nurse magazine, thank you so much, because I didn't even know. So anyway, guys, I'll check minorityNurse.com anyway if you want to check out the fall 2016 issue. They featured me in a section, and I'm so proud and humbled by that. So anyway, guys, stay blessed, stay positive, you know, continue with that positive energy, and it'll take you places. So until next time, embrace, express, and enjoy yourself.